Hi everyone, welcome to the Jewelry Making Fun Collab 2022. My name is Deb and I'm the host of this at Dahlia Designs Jewelry and More. We have about 10 of us in the collab, so please be sure, 10 or 11, so please be sure to check all the links down below and visit everyone's YouTube channel and see what lovely creations they've come up with. Each month we follow a color theme, which is mandatory. And then there are two, excuse me, optional challenges. And this month, the options were, let me check. Oh, use rose gold or gold findings. I used gold. I really wanted to use rose gold, but some of the things I used lent to gold better, so I went with gold. And the other thing was to make a fringe, a beaded fringe, or you could use seed beads. I did not do the fringe. It just didn't lend itself to the components I was using. So the first thing I made is this necklace and two pair of earrings. So red. I was going with red, and I've had out on my desk now wanting to use these silk beads that are red, but they have dragonflies printed on them. They were from Fire Mountain. I had 4 packs of 2. I used 3 of them, 2 in the necklace and 1 in the pair of earrings. And then also I found these gold dragonflies. I had gotten them, I think, from Fire Mountain too, but they were Charmed brand, which I've seen before. I don't know. Anyway, I had 2 packs of 3, like 2 charms plus a pendant, so I used the pendant on this necklace, which you can't see, and also the 2 little ones on a matching pair of earrings, and then red. So because these were red, I found some black vitriol crystals that I had gotten from Bead Box Bargains, the sister store, right? I needed them because actually for the earrings, which I think I put together first, these beads were out of a Soft Flex. Several things are going to be out of this. A previous Soft Flex Valentine Passion design kit. I also used the red coral color beading wire in there, and some other things, which I'll tell you when I get there, I guess. Crimps for sure. But there were only 4 of them, so, and I needed something that size, like a 6x8 rondelle, to go on the top of these, because they're rolled like, they are rolled like a paper bead, but they're made out of silk. You can see there's a seam there. And so I found these black vitriol ones that goes with the black on the ends of the cap and just breaks up the red a little bit. Oh, these gold check glass beads, those were from the Valentine kit as well. So those crystals, all these gold crystals, these little red cranberry beads, those were from Bead Box Bargains. They're Chinese crystal, also 6x4. And then these are called Cinnabar, red cinnabar carved 17mm, and they have a flower design on. I've been wanting to use them as well. I used 5, 2 on the necklace, 2 in the earring. I mean 4 out of 7. I used 4 out of 7. There's the last of the black vitriol, the last of the little gold things from the bead kit, and also these big rounds are red with a black in them. I had 2 strands of them. I used 1. I had bought them as on a D-stash from Nick's Crafty Corner. I don't know, year 2018. It says deep red marble style glass, 10mm, and they do have, they're like a painted glass because they have a white core, which I think you get a lot of those kind of beads from Dollar Bead, maybe. I don't know, but I had bought both strands off Nick's and in a box of reds and pinks. And they went perfectly with the red and black on this necklace, and it gave it some, I gave it some texture between these and the silk, and then different sizes. It just lends itself. The dragonfly is hooked on by one oval jump ring because otherwise it wouldn't lay right. The lobster clasp and the extender were from BB Craft from a kit, and I did use, got it twisted, wire guardians and gold crimp beads that I think were, the crimp beads or tubes were soft flex out of that kit. The wire guardians were from my stash and our Beading brand that I had gotten at Rings and Things, I believe, years ago. Okay, so that is my first set. I'll show you the earrings again because you can't really see them that well. Oops. Aren't they pretty? I love that cinnabar. Oh, and these are on lever backs with little flowers. I use them a lot throughout. I think I use them throughout this. Okay, so let me put these aside, and then we'll uncover this one. Now here, orange was one of our colors, right? Because this didn't really have any orange. So I had this Design Elements pack of Jessie James beads called Hot Tango that I had gotten at AC Moore, I don't know when, long time ago, because 2014. I used all but what's in these 4 pieces in here. Well, I used a couple in, yeah, I used them all except these. Now, this was a little deceiving, honestly, because it said glass beads are top quality. Well, I only found 3 glass beads, and it was these 2 plus this, the same kind. There were 3 of those in there, and all the rest of them are acrylic, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I like the color of this, and I didn't know that at the time. Anyway, this necklace is very lightweight as a result because it doesn't have any glass beads in it. Maybe these little things in here are glass too. I don't know. But everything else is like an acrylic bead, coated or whatever. But they're pretty. They are pretty colors. Like these are beautiful, but they're definitely acrylic. And then there's some that are like coffee looking, you know. These are kind of rubberized. I'm not a huge fan of them. Same with these. I like the shapes of them though. Anyway, and then I did find some. I had one heck of a time finding my bead caps, and I didn't find them for this necklace. I did find them by the time I did, but these were from old bargain bead boxes. I have no idea when. I just had them in a box of other stuff. So I used these ones that sort of have a 4-petal leaf shape. I don't know if you can even see that. Anyway, I did that to cover up some of the holes, and also as a focal here in the front. So I put them around these and these up here. These sort of, these almost look like a foil smooshed around on a plastic bead. I think this one is 16-inch extendable to 18, and I had to get it to 16 even by using, actually I used all gold extender chains. This is three extender chains from BB Craft, lobster claw from BB Craft, and then just jump rings that were in my stash, and a closed jump ring here with some texture to it. So that's the second one, and the only earrings I have to go with it are this, and then I have some other pieces that were in that pack that I used in my favorite one. So how this came about is the Hot Tango bead mix had these 2 I guess kind of boho style beads. I don't know. And I thought, boy, they sure look a lot like mookaite. Oh my goodness, had I ever buried my mookaite. I have it in a plastic shoebox, but it was buried on the bottom of a stack of shoe boxes, and I couldn't see the label. Oh my goodness. Of course, it had to be on the very bottom, and the shoebox is actually breaking because what I had on top of it was too heavy. Too much information. Anyway, I had this mix of Houck from Jewel School from years ago. This is the wrong label, but it came with Houck, and here I wrote it all down. Houck, bronzite, tiger's eye, wood jasper, and then some small miscellaneous rounds. Well, I separated the wood jasper and the tiger's eye, and no, yeah, tiger's eye. I'm sorry, this is bronzite and maybe wood jasper. These are small miscellaneous rounds. Anyway, you get the idea. Oh, bronzite's still in here, I think. Yep. Yeah, this is the bronzite. So I had some focal pieces, some everything on here that is Houck came out of that mix that I don't think I had used before. And I think Houck is perfect for autumn. It's not really orange, but I'll consider these dark colors as red. They're sort of a red purple, but you know, close enough, right? I hope. So yeah, it had some unusual shapes, and some were onesies. So like this, and it had the holes going this way. So rather than have it dangle as a pendant, I just strung it. And then I had these and some little tubes, but they're all different colors. I didn't have two of the same color wheels or these. I didn't have two ovals in that color or two of these, so I used the same color but different shape. And then here I had a different one of these picked out, but the string wouldn't go through the hole. It's drilled funny, which is probably why it's in a grab bag. This one's really cool. It's got some of the colors on the bottom or the side, depending on how you flip it. More tubes, but smaller ones, and ovals. And then these two are out of the Jesse James bead mix also, and they have like green with red and yellow in them, so I thought they went really well with the Houck. And I think I have one more of those left, one of the glass beads from the like earrings that I made, and then two of these spacers which I used on here, but one of them is messed up, so I can't use it. So at some point maybe I'll just finish this, making just a simple bead dangle with that topaz-y kind of, it's sort of almost like a green smoky quartz kind of color. Anyway, so I strung this, and now this is a little heavy, so I did string it. These are both strung on a gold beading wire. I don't know how thick it is. It was from jewelrymaker.com in a kit, but on this one I wanted to make sure I had a good strong beading wire, so I used Champagne Extreme Soft Flex. It's 49 strand, 0.019 I believe. Actually I got it as a freebie. Yeah, I don't know when, a while ago. And it's a 30-foot roll, so that is nice. And it's sort of, it's a champagne, but it's got some glimmer to it. I don't know. Now this was an outlet item, so they probably aren't carrying the Champagne and Extreme anymore, but I'm pretty sure they do have champagne color beading wire still in their regular medium beading wire. Again, used 2 crimp tubes, a closed square because I don't have too many closed jump rings, lobster clasp from BB Craft, extender chain from BB Craft. Oh, and these little spacer beads I had in my stash were from Fire Mountain. I don't know. Oh, here. Here's the number if you want them. They're kind of cool. They're like saucers with dotted edges. And I had 19 of them in my stash out of 2 dozen. I must have used them before. And I finished them up. I had one more, so after doing the necklace, so I used it on the extender, which is what prompted me to do an extender chain. This one is 18 extendable to 20. I believe this one is 2. This one, I think, like I said, is 16 extendable to 18, but I am not positive on that. This is really lightweight. The red one is sort of medium weight, and the Mookite is a little bit heavier one, but I'm a gemstone girl, so I really love the Mookite one, and I just think it's perfect for fall colors. And I did make matching earrings to go with that. I did put bargain bead box, those filigree bead caps from I don't know when, on the top and bottom, because the drill holes were kind of a little strange in these. So I covered them with the bead caps on the ovals, and then just put 2 other smaller size rounds of Mookite because I found them in sort of matching colors. But there are natural stones, you know, they have some defects. That one has a line in it, but they're the only ones that matched that I had in that mix. So I pulled them out first, and then I did the necklace with the unmatchy kind of things. So I think it's pretty cool. All right, everyone, that is what I have for Jewelry Making Fun for the month of October with our red and orange. So I've got red and orange, and this one just came about. It's got some red. See, it's got some red because I didn't like this mustard yellow in this necklace, but I thought of the Mookite, and I thought it went perfectly with that, so I just had to make something with it. All right, so 3 necklaces and 4 pair of earrings for my makes this time. I love making necklaces. I don't know if people wear them that much anymore, but I love making them. That's a problem, huh? Maybe I should put them like this so we can see the full necklace, maybe? I don't know. I'll try and, well, I won't. I would like to try and take a picture, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that. We'll see. I love this cinnabar, and I have it in like a bone color, like a ivory color, but I think it's actually resin. It's not real cinnabar, but this says red cinnabar carved. I don't know. I have some others from different places that it says it's imitation cinnabar. So I'll try and put a description of what that is down below. I'll look it up and put it in the description box if you're interested, because I had never heard of it when I saw it, and I thought it was pretty. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your month of October. I'm actually filming this towards the end of September because I'm trying to work ahead. All right, guys, have a great month. Have a great season, and we'll see you for this collab next month. Bye.